Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Hewitt's Spelling at Home. We've got your final session of the week today, and we have got another bound morpheme, which means it can't be a word on its own, doesn't have the meaning of the word on its own. So we have this one, par, which is from the Latin parare, meaning to make ready or prepare. So it's to do with making, okay? So we've got all words with par in the middle. And it's a very good reason I have chosen this one, because one of our words that we can build today is one of the key stage 2 words that you need to know. It's also a word that lots and lots of people get wrong in the middle with this middle bit. But if you remember it as coming from par, you will get it right, okay? So I'm going to hold a grid up. There's a lot of roots for you today, lots of prefixes and suffixes that you can add on. So I'm expecting lots and lots of words. Okay, get ready to pause the video when I put the grid up, and you can write down your word sums, and then we'll go through them together afterwards, okay? Remember, after you have written the sums and then you're writing your answer, in your answer you need to make sure that you are applying any spelling rules. So you might need to drop some E's or drop some letters that go from the word sums when you build it together, because that's the important bit to remember. Don't just literally join them together and not think you might need to change things, okay? So okay, here we go. Right, so hopefully you paused the video then in time, and I did it quite quickly today, and we are going to have a look at all the different word sums you could have built. Like I say, I'm never going to fit them all on because we had a massive grid today, but we have got little examples of each one. So at the top there we did have pre and we had par, okay? Also, I'd like to just say that for just the word prepare, we would put the E on there, but when we're adding the suffixes we would drop that E anyway, but just for the word prepare we would add that E on, okay? So we have got prepared up there, so pre meaning before, okay? So again, if you're preparing something, you're basically getting it ready beforehand, so that is why we have that pre here. You can see there, look, prepares with the S. I have to add that E in there to make sure it doesn't say prepares, okay? So that's just one of those sort of spelling rules that comes from how you speak. We have got unprepared, so un meaning not. So again, if you're prepared, you're ready beforehand. If you're unprepared, you are not before ready, okay? So you've not made it ready beforehand. We've got parade there. That comes from the same root of getting ready there. Making ready or preparing. So a parade, I suppose parade is when you're showing things off that you've made. We've got their parading, and that's an example of where you need to drop the E because you're adding the ing. Okay, so where we've got a suffix that starts with a vowel, the E is dropped. Okay, this one was about adding it in. So we've got here repairs, and repair does come from that same root with the par in the middle. Re meaning again, or back or again. So if you repair something, it's because it's been made once, it's broken, it needs to be made again. Okay, so you're doing it again, so you're repairing it. And we add that I in again. That would have just been to go along with kind of the other ways of spelling pair that we have in the English language. So it's just one of those things over time where certain letters get added just to conform really with other words that are in the English language. So we've got repairs. Again, otherwise it might be repairs. Don't know why they didn't add the E on, but there you go, that's English for you. Irreparable, that's a long one. Ear meaning not as well, okay? So we have R and we have ear. It's generally ear because the next letter is an R as well, so we end up with this double R. So we've got that assimilate, so irreparable is better to say than unrepairable because you end up with the IR. So not repairable, again we've got the able meaning you're able to repair it. Irreparable, not able to make it again, to repair it, okay? Right, this is the word. This is the one to take notice of. So, separate, okay? It's the number of people that write separate with an E in the middle, because I think it's separate, okay? It is not, honestly, adults everywhere do this. It is separate, because that se there means away from, okay? So it means apart from, apart and away. So separate is to make apart. And then obviously we've got the H there to make it a verb. You can have separation. So again, apart, make. So to make it apart. And then we've got the shun there. Drop the E because we've got a suffix that starts with a vowel. And again, we've got the shun with a T, because in the 8 from separate, we have a T there. So we've got the T-I-O-N, drop that E, okay, separation. And the same with separated. So drop that E because we've got the ED there. So you are definitely going to go and write separate now. That is the word you definitely must do. And then again, you can pick some of the other ones. Maybe repair or irreparable is a good one if you're quite good at spelling. You want to try some long words. Prepare is a word that you're going to use quite a lot in your writing, so that might be a good one to try. But you must do separate because that is on our Key Stage 2 list, okay? And you've got to remember that bit. It's so important. Okay, that's all for today and for this week. I'll be back next week with some more root words for you. So have a lovely weekend and I will see you soon. Good luck with your sentences. Bye.